Canadian Foreign Affairs Minister John Baird met this week with the leadership of Libya's National Transitional Council, the rebel organization based in Benghazi that is claiming to be the sole representative of all Libya. Despite media-friendly rhetoric about bringing unity and democracy to the country, the council represents less than half of Libya's 141 tribes and conducts all of its meetings in secret, without keeping minutes of the proceedings. Critics note that the group's leadership consists almost entirely of elitist, Arab, pro-Western businessmen with American PhDs. Some of the NTC's first official actions were to form a central bank to act as monetary authority over a country they do not control, and to establish a corporation to make contracts with foreign governments for oil in rebel-held territories. In an apparent attempt to give the insurgency more legitimacy, Baird declared the council Libya's best hope for a democratic government, positing that no government can be worse than the Gadhafi regime, before hastening to add that there will be challenges in the transition and that Libya is not going to move from Gadhafi to Thomas Jefferson overnight. The visit comes after Canada's precedent-setting move last week to officially recognize the NTC as the representative of the Libyan people, effectively affording it an equivalent diplomatic standing to the actual government of Libya.
What my documentation is showing, as an asset, as a former asset, I have extremely good ties and knowledge and depth of resources inside Libya today. What I'm finding is the video documentation that NATO rebels are actually the same Al-Qaeda fighters that we've been dealing with in Iraq and Afghanistan, who've now come home to Libya.
And that's what I want to hear about. Because we just heard Obama today say that Gadhafi essentially is a terrorist, and the U.S. is abiding by the UN mandate to fight that. So what do you see as the reality, and what evidence do you have that it is Al-Qaeda that is, amongst these rebels?
Well, first of all, I was directly involved in the 1990s operation to get terrorists out of Libya. And I can assure you that all terrorists were removed from Libya by about 1998, 1999. Since then, Gadhafi, by the way, was the first government to inform Interpol about Osama bin Laden. Gadhafi is hated by Islamist fundamentalists because he is a socialist Muslim, and he has a very different agenda that is not Sharia. Gadhafi has a very strong record on women's rights. Women have the right to education, hold property, divorce, hold jobs, have income, many rights that other women in the Arab world do not have. So he is a moderate, and he is not involved in any terrorism at all. That is absolutely foolishness.
So then do you see the United States' role in backing the rebels actually making the fight in the war on terrorism against Al-Qaeda worse?
We have shifted. I'm amazed. I'm so disappointed in Obama that he is actually shifting resources to finance Al-Qaeda rebels and to provide U.S. enforcement of the Al-Qaeda presence in Libya.